Welcome back to the official Nerdy channel. I'm here with my brother AJ from Science Fun as his YouTube channel. Link will be in the description. But we are going to take apart my Lego Death Star, which he did help me buy. But I bought this used, put together, and now I'm going to try to take it apart, and hopefully I'll be able to rebuild it. This might not be a good idea. We're going to see what's going to happen. You ready?
Yep.
Let's get it. Good grief. That took a long time to take apart, and thankfully we didn't break any pieces except one little poor hinge piece from the trash compactor part, which unfortunately I broke. I was going too fast, so that's very sad. But hopefully we can replace it. Here's all the pieces, quite a lot of pieces, 3,800 I think. So we're gonna get to it. We're gonna start rebuilding it. Hopefully we're able to put it all back together. I really hope so. Also, this instruction book is absolutely massive. That's crazy. This is a huge instruction book. Anyway, let's build. This is the first page showing us building the minifigures. Now, I did buy this Death Star used, so it actually did not come with any of the minifigures, but you can go and turn the page. But yeah, there's a lot of minifigures. Now, it did come with the mouse droid, which we have built, and it did come with the I forgot what it's called. The monster from the trash compactor. Very unnerdy of me, but I definitely forgot what that's called. But anyway, we're gonna start building the actual set starting here. Well, that is set 10188, the Death Star. As you see, massive instructions. And on the back of the instructions, oh my word, they're massive. On the back, we have all the different features. This Death Star is very playable. So we start right here with the gun. Obviously, this is like the main point of the Death Star is to blow planets up. And this gun, actually up top here, this part here can move the gun like this. So you can actually turn the whole gun using this turret up top. And then if we look here, in here is just so much detail in this kind of gunner's box in here. It's just so awesome. I love this set. Anyway, moving over this way, we have our prison. And if you look up here, it has the security cameras, just like from the movie. So these security cameras are also very mobile and can move around. And then in here, it looks so cool because of that printed piece. It looks like the hallway just keeps going and going and going for quite a while. So I really like that printed piece in there for this. Now, if we keep looking over here, this gear, it turns like that, and a minifigure can actually drop through this hole into the trash compactor. So you can reenact that famous scene from the movie where they're all in the hallway with the stormtroopers, and then the hole opens, boom, and they drop down into the trash compactor. Now this knob here, if you start pulling it, it opens it up. If you start pushing it, boom, it starts compacting them. And as you see, the monster is in here. The monster that was attacking Luke Skywalker in the trash compactor. And there's a door back there behind the trash compactor that can actually open up and slide that door back in there. You guys see that door? I can get around here, see these red studs. I can use those and I can slide that door open. Boom, now they can escape the trash compactor. So that's a nice little feature. So I slide that door closed. And here we have that scene where you have Obi-Wan Kenobi trying to shut off the tractor beams, which is the whole point. They're on the Death Star because they got tractor beamed in. So Obi-Wan Kenobi tries to turn off the tractor beams. Now over here where this entrance point is, there's a matching one on this side, there's one up here, and then a matching one up there. And a very open chasm. So the way they designed this is really nice. And there's supposed to be a rope that comes with it, but since I got the Death Star used, I did not get the rope. But anyway, it should have Luke. This is the scene where Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia are swinging across while the stormtroopers be up here trying to shoot them, and they swing across, which is a great scene from the movies. Now, right above this on the Lego Death Star, we have the Emperor's Throne Room. Now, this is from the second Death Star. This is not from the first one. This is from the second Death Star. And here, of course, you have the Emperor's Throne. And in the actual movie, this throne can swivel around so he looks out the spaceport to see the battle going on in space. But, of course, in the Death Star Lego version, he's actually just looking right into this TIE fighter, which we'll look at later. But anyway, there's his throne, which can swivel, look out through the window, or look down here and watch Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker duel in that classic duel, probably the best duel of the original trilogy. And lots of detail, looks just like his throne room. Even has a chasm for Darth Vader to throw Palpatine down into the chasm to kill him. And it has this bridge or walkway where in the movie it falls down and like Darth Vader falls off.
If you will not fight, then you will meet your destiny.
So that's really cool. And then if you see back in there, there's an opening to get into the elevator shaft, because that's probably the next thing I'll show you. That's really cool. If I show you, if I can take this piece off so you guys can see. There's an elevator right here. And when I turn this knob, if I turn this knob here, it raises the elevator. And when I turn it like that, it lowers it. And you can actually lower the elevator all the way down into straight down to the middle of the Death Star, all the way down to the bottom. And if you look, there's an entrance right here. I'm gonna put on this cap again so the Death Star is complete. So there's an entrance here from this room, which this is like the droid laboratory where they're working on droids and torturing droids sometimes. And then over here, this is the meeting room where there's an entrance to the elevator, and this is where all the different admirals and generals and Grand Moff Tarkin have their meeting, where Darth Vader's like, your lack of faith is disturbing. And he like chokes one of the dudes with the Force. And there's an entrance to the elevator shaft. Now up here, like I said, this is the controls for the big planet destroying weapon. And also it has the viewport right here where they see, and this side is Yavin 4.
Rebel base in range.
You may fire when ready.
What I can do is I can pull this piece out, flip around, and that side is Alderaan. So then I can put it back in like that. And now it's Alderaan. So this is when like Tarkin and Vader are showing Princess Leia they're gonna blow her planet up. That's a mouse droid. Mouse droids were used by the Empire to carry messages from different locations of the Death Star. So, and then over here we have some turbo lasers to shoot at the X-Wings and stuff like that. So there's some turbo lasers right there. That's the top level. Now, going down here, like I said, the throne room, and there's another entrance to the elevator. This is the hangar where they keep all the TIE fighters. Right here, we have a TIE Advance. This is actually Darth Vader's TIE fighter. And it's on this like rack so it can lift off and fly. There's the rack. And this rack can move around a lot too, so I can put it in different parts of the hangar. And this right here, this shaft actually has like an elevator. So if you guys look at this right here, I can raise the elevator up into the hangar, if you guys see that. Now here it comes right up into the hangar, and then I can lower it back down. Boom, 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 all the way back down. And this is like some sort of work bay area with like a crane, and there's a really cool like ladder back here to get up for the stormtroopers to be shooting down at Luke and Princess Leia. This is where Luke and Leia can swing across. And then if you see there's another entrance to the elevator shaft, there's the actual elevator right there. So that's kind of down on the bottom level. Come back up to the hangar, remember with the elevator. Back up to the hangar. Here's the TIE Advanced, which is really cool. And this is more of a, by the way, this is more of a micro-sized TIE Advanced. very micro-sized. But it does open up. So you can open it up here, open that up, and you can actually fit a minifigure in there as long as he doesn't have any weapons and nothing fancy on his head. Then you can actually fit a minifigure in there. So that's great. And he kind of sits right, this TIE Fighter sits right there in that rack. I'll put him back on later. Now, this right here is a sliding door. So if you guys see this door slides open to connect from the hangar to this room where they control the turbo laser, the Death Star weapon. And up here, they can climb a ladder and they can be up here in this control area. And they can turn this to open the door and close the door just up by that gear right there. You guys see that? That's really cool. And then coming around this side, like I already showed you, prison area, awesome. Down to the trash compactor, turning off the turbo laser. And then right here, I think this is the last thing you guys have not seen. There's like the workroom with the elevator. This is the last thing you've not seen. This is another big cannon to defend against attacking X-Wings, Y-Wings, etc. And this, I love so much. It has one of the old style like rubber missiles that are massive, and they launch out of here, and you push this lever right here. You guys see that lever where my finger is? You pull it, boom, and then it just shoots super fast at that. So just on that level right there. So I really like that. And they don't really make those anymore in Lego, so that's really awesome. You have the Stormtroopers operate it and sit right here, and it swivels all the way around. And then back here, if you guys see those back there behind this gun, there's extra blaster rifles. If you guys can see them, there's 4 extra blaster rifles. That's a better angle, there we go. To add to your army, to your collection. So that is the Death Star. I absolutely love this set. Definitely my favorite set I own. If you ever have a chance to buy the Death Star, I 100% recommend it. Like I said, I did get this used, no minifigures, and it's still worth it. If you need it with the minifigures, it might be a little more expensive, but probably even better. But yeah, that is the Lego Death Star set 10188. If you want me to do more Lego set reviews, make sure to put that in the comments below. And make sure, most importantly, to hit the like and subscribe buttons and support us as we make more nerdy content. Have a great day.